You're likely sitting in a climate-controlled room right now, wrapped in soft, mass-produced fabrics with effortless access to high-calorie snacks. Biologically, you are operating the same physical machinery as a person from the 14th century. Your lungs, muscles, and digestive tract are identical, but your software has been calibrated for a world of extreme convenience. If we removed the thermostat and the grocery apps today, how would that hardware handle a sudden drop into the past? To find out, we're looking at 3 of history's most brutal eras, measuring what you would have to wear, eat, and fear just to make it to bedtime. Comparing these 2 extremes provides a baseline for just how much the human experience has shifted in only a few dozen generations. We start at rank 3, the Little Ice Age. This was a multi-century cooling period where global temperatures dropped enough to freeze major rivers solid and turn the local environment hostile. You aren't wearing moisture-wicking base layers here. You're surviving in layers of raw, itchy wool and stiff animal skins that do just enough to stave off frostbite. The real test began at sunset. Inside an uninsulated wooden home, the ambient temperature near your bed would regularly drop below freezing, leaving you to shiver through the dark. A modern, synthetic winter coat would be a technological marvel in the 16th century, a portable heat source that most people here couldn't even imagine. Surviving rank 3 wasn't about a single heroic act. It was the endurance required to wake up every morning in a house that was still freezing. Rank 2 takes us to 536 AD, the year without a summer. A massive volcanic eruption choked the atmosphere with ash, dimming the sun and triggering a global agricultural collapse. When the sun doesn't provide enough light for crops to grow, the daily routine shifts from farming to a desperate physical search for anything that might contain energy. This chart shows the biological math of survival. A modern desk worker needs 2,000 calories daily. An ancient cold-weather laborer required over 4,000 just to keep moving. During a volcanic winter, that target becomes impossible. People survived on watery gruel, sawdust-laced bread, and boiled leather from their shoes. To survive rank 2, you had to keep your body moving while it was effectively eating its own muscle tissue for fuel. Rank 1 is the Black Death. This is where environmental hardship met an inescapable apocalyptic disease that wiped out entire villages in weeks. This was a period of total psychological isolation, when breathing the same air as a neighbor could be a death sentence. The basic social bonds that keep a community alive simply snapped. Daily survival became a logistical nightmare. The people who grew your food and wove your clothes were often dying faster than they could be buried, leaving the survivors to scavenge in a ghost economy. You were fending off wolves by night and avoiding infected corpses by day, all while the rule of law evaporated around you. Surviving rank 1 meant existing in a state of constant primal vigilance, where the only goal was to be the one person left standing when the plague finally burned itself out. You can come back now, the stress test is over, and you're still in your comfortable chair. For the people we just talked about, there was no way to opt out. These worst-case scenarios were simply the reality of their Tuesday mornings. The fact that you are here to watch this means that the human line did not break during these environmental and biological bottlenecks. Your modern stability is the inheritance of these survival victories. It is the result of a very long chain of people who managed to outlast the most difficult days their centuries could throw at them.